before you watch this, trigger warning, 1. 2, if you're a new parent, sit down and really watch this. Watch it as many times as you can. Okay? If you're a new grandmother, sit down and watch it. Now, you want to, don't put no hate comments. My thumb is very strong. I know how to block. Okay? With that being said, I will be posting this on all my social media. This is for new parents. Okay? I'm putting my pre-workout together. And I wasn't going to do this video, so buckle up. This is a serious video, especially for you new parents, okay? I know a lot of you watch what's happening in the world. When I was younger, I didn't. And I trusted my family, and things happened to my 2 older kids that we're not going to talk about. My point is, I had a conversation yesterday with putting one of my youngest in a class, and the instructor was like, you can, leave your kid here for X amount of hours. Oh my goodness, I look crazy. Sorry, I just woke up, and you can go ahead and go. And I'm like, are the parents allowed to be here? And they said no. I'm not saying no names because I'm just not going to say no names. And when I tell you, the individual looked at me like I was crazy because I said, I don't trust anyone. The said person asked me when I had said, well, can the parents be here, to watch the child do what they're doing? And her response was no. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I do have to talk to his stepdad about it, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, she was curious to why. Sorry, I'm making my pre-workout. I hope I mixed that right. She proceeded to ask me, well, why don't I trust? First, I need to say I don't know the person. I only know them off the internet. I don't even trust my own mother. I do not trust any of my family members. And people expect you to trust them just because their face says trust. I trust nobody. No offense towards anybody. Not towards nobody. I do not trust police officers. I do not trust teachers. I do not trust anyone. Okay? I do not. And I want you people out there, because I know they watch, to know I stand on business with them. Okay? I am the type of mom that would sit outside the school and work on the computer from my car. When they started doing Wi-Fi, I'm going to need this. When they started doing Wi-Fi, sorry, I got to put my face real close up to here. When they started doing Wi-Fi, I was so excited because I don't trust. If you had a life like my own, and not to mention, not just a life like my own, but if you are on the internet and you watch what and how this world is, you wouldn't either. My point is this, for all you young parents out there, is pray for discernment and spiritual discernment. And if your spirit says no, the answer is no. So I went to Costco and they didn't have the sugar-free, or I think they had sugar-free, and I just ended up getting this one. I don't like this one, okay? I'm going to go back probably today or something. I don't know if it's the strawberry because this is the one I'm going to try the lemon. I don't understand the difference besides the sugar. But this is what it looks like. It comes from Costco. It's in a resealable bag, but I'm like, these are all resealable. So I stick them in there like this, and I refill my cup. So I just remember saying, next time I do it, this is what I drink. I drink 1 packet a day. I should talk to my doctor to see if I can drink more, because sometimes I just have bad days. And if you're anemic, actually even if you're just taking medication, you want to make sure you stay on that hydration. Okay, like whatever. I drink a lot of water. Like my packs of water go away. How do I look good at this angle, but when I'm at this angle, I look crazy? What in the hell? I'm going to tell you right now. This boy is eating pistachio cake for breakfast. I'm not going to say nothing this time. Normally.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti for breakfast?
Yeah. Dinner.
Yeah, there's a taste to this. I don't know. I'm going to go back to the sugar-free. So I will use these as a backup. I will be going to get the sugar-free ones today. Maybe I have a sugar-free one in here. Nope, I don't. I don't. I have... No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I have to go. I have these ones. These ones are pretty good. So it's not about the sugar-free. I think it's just about what it is, the type. Because, yeah. These ones are good. These ones are good. And these two are the ones that are in here, but they taste weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like milkish. And I just drank one of these. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to Google doctor it and see if I can drink two of these. I can drink one right now and drink some more later. All right. So that's my Costco thing. All right. Bye. So if you're a new parent, please be careful who you trust. Be careful who you trust with your children. We do not live in a world where people... Look, I had this friend. I knew him since one of my oldest daughters were 7 months old. She was in and out of the hospital. She has sickle cell. She hit 15, and he started texting her. And he was, I believe, he was 32 when she was 15, I believe, something like that. Because I know he has to be 40-something now. And he was texting her, you know, when you're 18, you're going to give it to me, da-da-da, because he knew I was that mom. When I found out about the texts that my daughter showed me, and not all children show you, because, honey, my daughter didn't tell me until after the fact, not when it was happening. And this was my best friend. I knew him for years. I entrusted him with my children. I left my children there. And he would babysit them, especially her, because she was a really hard child. Growing up, she was very, very much, it was like I had 20 girls. Like, she was a big, big handful. And I entrusted him to help me. And all he could say was him and his current girlfriend were going through some stuff. He was lonely and he was drunk. Look, those thoughts come out when you're drinking. So he had those thoughts. He used to get my daughter high when I was not around, okay? And I wouldn't normally share this story with anyone because to me it's private, but if this story time, please, you too, don't forget to pray. I mean it, don't forget to pray. These facts, stories that I'm telling you, when I tell you these, is because I know that somehow, some way, it will help somebody. Mind you, I looked past it like an idiot, and I shouldn't have. Later on, when my oldest son, he started to hit on my oldest son and his friends. We used to drink with this man. I don't even want to call him a man, because that's not a man. Not to me. Not to me. Because he knew, look at that loose fat back there. He knew, hold on. When my boys, we would all go, and I used to be the mom that went to the club. He would hit on my son. And it got to the point where we were going to throw hands. Like, it was that serious, okay? You ever have that one friend you don't got to worry about it? He got you? Yeah. So, and I stayed his friend, unfortunately, all up into about 5 years ago when my youngest peaked in the hormone section, you know? He started getting his hormones, facial hair, stuff like that. And I caught him looking at my son in that way. And trust me, I get it. You grew up in a bad household. I grew up, I was being SA'd and molested growing up. It's hard to trust. He was the only person that was close to me. I just didn't think he would, I just didn't think. Did he actually touch any of my children? Not that I'm aware of. But the fact is that the thoughts were there. And this is why I tell you, trust nobody. Nobody. I dated a female on and off for 8.5 years. And she tried to sleep with my oldest daughter. This is why I say you can't trust. My homegirl, we don't even, I knew her and this dude, and they had children together, and he was sleeping with his children. The little girl was 5. He was sleeping with his children. This thing so bothered her that she had to move out of the state. She can't even be out here no more. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot trust nobody. I hate to put this and instill this in you, but it is. This is the world we're in now. this is the world we're in now. I just had 2 foster daughters where the mother gave, and so the mother, she's an alcoholic, gave her youngest daughter to her oldest daughter's father. Okay, so it's biologically not his daughter. That's not the point. The point is that she gave both of these daughters to this man, and he was assaying them, and that's how I got them. Okay, and before you guys start with it happens in Hispanic, first of all, I'm not full Hispanic, just off the rip. Second of all, my last fosters were African American. I've had Indian fosters, I've had white fosters, and I've had Hispanic fosters. It happens. It doesn't matter what skin you are. It doesn't. Okay, just an FYI. It doesn't matter. Okay, sometimes you can't even trust the mom because you guys have watched the news. So you just can't. You just can't. If your soul is bothered, something is happening. Pray for discernment and spiritual discernment, but do not forget to pray for understanding of what you see, hear, and feel. Okay? Now, I'm only passing this on because I wish somebody told me that. I wish somebody told me that. Okay? So don't wait for your kids to have a conversation that they're uncomfortable with having in the first place. Let's stop it now. So the reason why I bring this up is because yesterday I was like, the lady was like, why don't you trust to leave him here with us? I don't know you. Nothing against you. I don't know you from a stranger on the street. The internet is all fun. Social media is all fun, but I've learned my lessons enough. I don't trust anybody. And the more you try to get me to trust you, the less I'm going to trust you because I don't know you. Okay? There's certain people that I do trust, but that doesn't mean if they didn't do it to them, they won't do it to you. Okay? And if I'm going to tell you guys this is unfortunate, and this is what I've learned. If you've been SA'd or molested growing up, it's almost like you're a magnet for those types of people. This is why it's very important to teach your kids how to use, how to protect themselves. This is very important. Okay? We are at some type of, I don't know, spiritual war or physical, I don't know what it is. And please don't think this is new because they talk about this in the Bible too. So, yeah. I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you for watching. Share this to a parent or a child, just a new parent in general. Share it to a foster parent too because, I don't know, just share it to anybody this can help. All right? I can only go by what I've been through. And I honestly hope and pray it doesn't happen to any of you. Because that is the worst feeling to feel. Is like you have no control. You have no, what can you do? You know? Street justice is a real thing though. Have a good one.